I have a band joining me, a volunteer band for the second song, and I hope to get the room going. But this next piece, thank you, I think it was Steve who did a poem already, which is good because I'm doing this tomorrow at the press room in Portsmouth, New Hampshire for their maritime session, and so this is kind of a rehearsal. I will say it was written by, if not the best, certainly one of the best, and certainly the most famous lyricist in 19th century England. But if you have food in front of you, please push it away. 'Twas on the shore that round our coast from Deal to Ramsgate span that I met alone on a lump of stone an elderly naval man. His hair was weedy, his beard was long, and weedy and long was he, and I heard this wight on the shore recite in a singular minor key, "Oh, I am a cook, and a captain bold, and the mate of the Nancy brig, and a boatswain tight, and a midshipmite, and the crew of the captain's gig." Well, he wrung his hands and he tore his hair till I nearly was afraid, because I couldn't help thinking the man had been drinking. And so I quickly said, "Oh, elderly man, 'tis little I know of the ways of men at sea, but I'll eat my hand if I can understand how you could ever be at once a cook, and a captain bold, and the mate of the Nancy brig, and a boatswain tight, and a midshipmite, and the crew of the captain's gig." Well, he gave a hitch to his trousers, which is a thing all seamen learn, and once he got rid of a thumping quid, he spun his painful yarn. "'Twas on the good ship Nancy Bell we sailed the Indian Sea, and there on a reef we come to grief, which has often occurred to me. Nigh almost all the crew were drowned, there were 77 soul, but only 10 of the Nancy's men cried here to the muster roll. There was me, and the cook, and the captain bold, and the mate of the Nancy brig, and the boatswain tight, and the midshipmite, and the crew of the captain's gig. Well, for 40 days we'd no victuals or drink, till a hunger we did feel, and so we drew lots, and according shot the captain for our meal. The next lot fell to the Nancy's mate, a delicate dish he made, and then our appetite on the midshipmite, we 7 survivors stayed. Next we murdered the boatswain tight, he much resembled pig, and then cook and I, we victualled away on the crew of the captain's gig, till only me and the cook were left, and the delicate question of which of the two goes in the kettle arose, and we argued it out as sich, for I loved that cook as a brother, I did, and old Cookie, he worshipped me, but we both be blowed if either be stowed and the other one's hold, you see. Says cook, "Dear Bob, to murder me would be a foolish thing to do, because don't you see, you can't cook me, and I can, and I will cook you." So we boiled some water and added some salt and pepper in portions true, and I almost forgot some chopped shallot and some sage and parsley too, and he stirred it round and round and round, and he sniffed at the foaming froth, till I upped his heels and smothered his squeals in the scum of the boiling broth. And I ate that cook in a week or less, and as I eaten be, well, the last of his chops I almost drops, for a vessel in sight I see. Well, I never danced, I never laughed or play, but I do croak at a singular joke of mine, which is to say I am a cook, and a captain bold, and the mate of the Nancy brig, and a boatswain tight, and a midshipmite, and the crew of the captain's gig.